Now what I'm going to make is chocolate chip cookies, and I'm going to make them filled with milk chocolate, not Nutella this time. So our steps, of course, is 227 grams of butter. Had to remember for a minute there, because it's 270 grams of flour, and I almost cut 270 grams of butter, which would have been far too much butter. There's 227 grams of butter, and then 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, light brown, and 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. Put those in this mad mixer, which makes so much noise, and I'll be right back. So I've got that all mixed together now until it's all fluffy, as they say. So now I have to add a large egg right there. Put that in the hot dishwater, and vanilla, which is, there it is, hiding. 1 tablespoon of vanilla, so like that. And set that aside, and then I get to mix that until it's well combined. So here we go again. Now what we do is add the flour mix. Gradually add the flour mix. So that's 2 1/4 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup of baking soda, not cup, 3/4, but teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So that's what's going in here, and then I'll gradually scoop that in there as I'm mixing, which makes a horrendous noise, so we'll wait. Now I've got it all combined together, so it's a little bit crumbly, but it also still gathers together in solid pieces. So now I'm supposed to mix in 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chips, and I'm mixing semi-sweet and white chocolate chips in. I think I've probably got more than 1 1/2 cups, but we'll see. No, it's about 1 1/2 cups. Okay, that's close enough. What I'm going to do, as I said, was stuff these with milk chocolate. So there's going to be 3 kinds of chocolate in these chocolate chip cookies. And I think that's going to be well nice. So it's still crumbly enough for me to be able to thoroughly mix the chocolate chips into. And then, of course, this goes in the fridge and chills. So I'll be chilling this overnight and then working on it tomorrow. I must say the good thing about that mixer is it's virtually no struggle at all now. It's loosened up, and I don't have to fight with it to the end of my life to get it to come up and down. It's quite easy now, so I'm pleased with my mixer, and I'll see you later. Now, all of this chilled overnight, and I had the little chocolate bits in the freezer. So what I have to do now is take this chilled dough, which is much harder now than it was yesterday, and I have to smash it into the size that I want. And even though it looks crumbly, what I've gotten accustomed to is that even though it looks very crumbly, when you work it works quite well. So I don't panic anymore over how crumbly it looks. I just make sure I get enough dough and not too many chips, otherwise it doesn't form, but if I get enough dough in there, it forms quite nicely into a cake. Then I take one of the chocolate pieces and form another ball. That handful didn't grasp well enough. Grasp it, squish it, and then there we go. And then make it into a ball. I guess it's a bit like making a snowball or something, isn't it? Make it into a ball around that chocolate bit. And there's a filled cookie. It will be rather big and thick, and it'll have a nice bite of chocolate in the middle. So I'm going to get all of those put together. Then I put them in the oven and bake them for about roughly 10 minutes. I've got the oven preheating. And when they're done, I'll come back and show you the end result of it. I'm going to use my little stylus so I don't mess up my phone. I've got the first batch out so I can show you what they're like when they're done. Nice, fat, very gooey on the inside, lots of chocolate chips, semi-sweet, white, and then a gooey chocolate center. So they're absolutely gorgeous. They came out beautifully, and as you can see, those big fat balls, this now looks like that. So they're nice cookies, they're easy to bake, and they're certainly going to be easy to eat. So let me know if you like the shorter videos where I don't do as much of all of the repetitive stuff, or if you like this better where I'm cutting out all of the repetitive stuff, because I was really getting toward 30-minute videos, and some of the meals that are coming up are going to be 30 minutes even if I cut a lot of stuff out. So just let me know what you like better.